Hello, my lovely Scorpios. Welcome to your end of 2022, beginning of 2023 reading. My name is Tasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, welcome back. We are going to be checking in and seeing what was going on in 2022, what we're leaving behind in 2022, and then moving into 2023, what is waiting for us at the beginning of 2023, what energies is 2023. I've said this so many times, I've filmed so many readings. What's waiting for us in 2023? This is for the Scorpio collective, so make sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Remember that some of this might be for another Scorpio, some of this might be for you, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For 2022, we're going to be using the Horror Tarot to check in because 2022 was a horror. So that being said, we're just going to get right on into it. So I've pre-shuffled these decks. At the bottom of our Horror Tarot is the Five of Cups. Now let me tell you, this Five of Cups has been almost in every single reading. If you're in my membership, I do have a membership here on YouTube where we do live tarot readings. We do check-ins every week. This Five of Cups has been in almost every reading. Five of Cups has been my personal stalker card. You can see here that this lovely vampire dude is very sad over his spilled cups. Very sad. But there's two cups behind him that are still upright, but he is focused on these spilled cups. That's, you know, it's very 2022. It's a card of grief. It's a card of disappointment. It's a card of being like hyper focused on what you have lost instead of what you still have, which is fine and valid because, again, 2022 was a bit of a disaster. But Scorpio, I feel like you're definitely feeling the grief of 2022. You know, you lost some cups were spilt. The thing about the Five of Cups, it's also very stuck feeling, right? A sister card I like to think of to the Five of Cups is the Eight of Cups. Again, grief, disappointment. However, in the Eight of Cups, the person is walking away from those cups that don't serve them into the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. The Five of Cups is stuck. You're kind of stuck in the grief, which again, I get it, valid. That was, you know, that the bottom of the deck is like the vibe of 2022 was the Five of Cups for everybody, I think, collectively. So you're not alone, Scorpio, but what was happening for Scorpio in 2022? What were the energies in 2022 for Scorpio? What was happening? Yeah. I feel like every time I ask for cards or if I'm not getting anything, they throw out like a gajillion. I don't usually pull cards in this way, but I figured I'd try something new for the new year. So what was going on for Scorpio in 2022? Justice is at the bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. This card has come out so much in the 2022 readings. All right. So in 2022, my lovely Scorpios, I love this Wheel of Fortune in this deck because it's, you know, a knife thrower's assistant basically on that wheel, spinning around, having knives thrown at them, right? Again, it's a feeling of being stuck in this case. Sometimes, you know, the wheel can signify a new cycle coming in. It can signify a change in luck, a change in fortune. However, it can also be that you were kind of stuck in repeating cycles. That's what I feel from this Wheel of Fortune. Like you're stuck on that wheel with knives being thrown at you and you're like, when is it going to end? It's ending because 2022 is ending. So I feel you, Scorpio. You know, it's just been one thing right after another is kind of what I'm hearing. You know, it was 2022. What can I say? But the rest of these cards are pretty solid. I think that, you know, even though we kind of felt like, I feel like this and the Five of Cups, like the spilt cups definitely, you know, there was some loss, some grief. I feel like this Wheel of Fortune, though, and all these kind of knives being thrown at you, it's a very, I don't want to say superficial, but it was just like annoying stuff. You're like stuck on this wheel and like random shit keeps happening. Like, for example, I'm not a Scorpio. I think I have one or two Scorpio placements. But like the way I like to describe 2022 is like, I already have anxiety. I already panic about things that have not happened or probably not going to happen. I have like a bingo card in my head that's like, okay, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. 2022 was like shit that was not even on my anxiety bingo card happened. And it was annoying random stuff, like my toilet exploded. Did not see that coming. but it happened, right? That's kind of been you. You've been on this wheel of like nonsense happening and you're like, oh my God, like stop. However, you have been doing, you've been planting some seeds. You've been doing some work. This is Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about planting the seeds, starting the journey of some work in the material realm, planting some seeds, whether it's a new business, a new money opportunity, a new job. You definitely started something. You started the process of growing something. Could even be a new relationship. And you were nurturing that, I feel, a lot. We have the Queen of Pentacles here, heavy on the earth energy. I feel like, Scorpio, despite all the nonsense, you are very grounded. And I think this might have shown up for you. There's a Seven of Cups. I think maybe you had a bunch of options, Scorpio, right? That's what the Seven of Cups is about, options and illusion in those options, right? You can see here some of these cards have like a spooky ghost, or card. Some of these cups, spooky ghost, a snake, a skull. But in one of them, there's like a map, there's a heart, there's keys to something. The Seven of Cups is about having all these options and making sure you're picking the right one, right? Because some of them look shiny on the outside, but on the inside there's a snake, or on the inside there's bad things. I think that you had all those options and you chose something good. Good for you, Scorpio. You chose something good for you, right? And you have been putting the work in. I think you chose the option of like the keys to a new door, or I think even this thing is like a root growing out. I'm feeling a lot of growth here. A lot of that Pentacles energy of focusing on the material, the abundant. The Queen of Pentacles is that Queen of Earth. There could also be some earth signs maybe that were in your life in 2022, but I feel like you were very grounded. I feel like you were setting a kind of base for yourself in 2022 despite all the chaos. And this is what you were focused on, right? You're focused on the star. This is a star. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm wearing it on my neck. It is the card of Aquarius. You might have been dealing with an Aquarius in your life, but it is hope. That's what kept you going. That's what kept you going when you were on this wheel of nonsense, spinning around, having knives thrown at you. You had all these options coming into your life, and some of them you were like, what is that? Like, what? No, I don't want that. What kept you going, what kept you focused on planting those seeds and tapping into your earth, hardworking, abundant energy is the star, is the hope. So love that for you. Can we just get a couple more of what Scorpio is maybe leaving behind? Leaving behind in 2022. Maybe one more. No, I didn't say like 12 more. I said one more. Sometimes you have to give your cards a good talking to. Maybe I'll just take the one if you really don't want to say anything else. If any of my neighbors are walking by, they're like, this chick is just standing here talking to cards. Is she okay? No, I'm not okay. All right. Fine. Ten of Swords, which is great. We want to walk away from that with the Six of Pentacles. So what were you walking away from, Scorpio? Ten of Swords is like, look at this guy. He's dead. That's the Ten of Swords. It's like, I'm fucking dead. This is you after you've had all these swords thrown at you and these knives thrown at you and this chaos thrown at you. It's over. The Ten of Swords is the 10, right? It's the completion of the cycle. It is over. You're getting off that wheel. You might have a bunch of swords sticking out of you, right? A lot of wounds, some weird stuff that might have happened, but it's over. It's over. You're moving on from it, which good. You also have the Six of Pentacles come out, and the Six of Pentacles, there was also Justice at the bottom of the deck, right? Is that balance energy. However, I think that what you're leaving behind in 2022 is the imbalance. The Six of Pentacles is a card traditionally of giving. It's like a rich, wealthy king kind of dude handing out coins to like peasants or whatever. And I feel like you're kind of leaving behind that imbalance of unequal give and take, of maybe you were the giver, right? Maybe you were the wealthy dude handing out stuff. And again, it doesn't mean like you were rich, but you were the one like helping other people. And you felt like it wasn't reciprocated. Not that we help people from a place of reciprocation, but you're like, when is someone gonna help me? When am I gonna be the one that maybe has some golden coins handed to me? We're leaving that in the past, so hopefully it'll be you soon, Scorpio. But the 10 of Swords is the most important thing here that you're leaving in the past. You're done. You're getting off that wheel. No more knives being thrown at you. All right. 2023, what's going on at the bottom of the deck? Father of Pentacles. We'd love to see it. Could possibly be a pairing coming in because we did have the Queen of Pentacles or the Mother of Pentacles in 2022. Heavy on the Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But look at this Father of Pentacles. This Father of Pentacles is chilling, right? He's in his like chill position. He's like, I'm supported. The Father of Pentacles knows that he's supported, knows that he's wealthy, has, I'm hearing like passive income, has like income that's just kind of coming in and he doesn't have to worry about it. So maybe if you're a Scorpio that has started their own business or something, it's going to be heavy on like the, I don't want to say easy abundance, but it kind of comes in effortlessly is what I'm hearing. So we love to see that. We love to see that. What else is going on for Scorpio in 2023? Maybe you actually give me some cards this time. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like these readings have been so chaotic just because my cards like aren't agreeing with me, which is fine. It happens sometimes. Mercury retrograde, you know. Can I get a couple more, please? Okay, I just asked for a couple, but all right. Just a few more of what... Okay, fine. You want to come out? Fine, come out. Okay. What's going on for Scorpio here? Lots of swords, my lovely Scorpios. All right. To the bottom of the deck. 9 of Cups. Wish come true, wish fulfillment. But you got some work to do, Scorpio. If we want that wish come true, we want that wish fulfillment. Look at that. It's paradise. I want that. We all want that. 9 of Cups. In 2023, we'll get like there's like the good, the bad, the ugly, right? We're going to get that out of the way first. I don't believe that any card in the tarot is good or bad. There's some heavy energies for sure, but we're going to work through it. So we have the Hangman, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. Okay. The 3 of Swords, I feel like so many people get it like tattooed on them. You've probably seen it. It's usually like a heart with like 3 swords in it. I'm like, why would you get that tattooed on you? I can't talk though. I have Death and the Devil tattooed on my arm. So you know what? I can't talk. But 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords. 3 of Swords is heartbreak, pain, breakup, etc. 5 of Swords is mental anguish, right? Picking off your own legs, like you're the spider picking off your own legs. It's very like, it's very kind of defensive energy, but it's also more so, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say self-deprecating energy, but I think that Scorpio, you went through, these were the swords that were thrown at you in 2022, right? We know that we were on that chopping block, and we know that we had all these swords thrown in us, this was that. And you are stuck in the Hanged Man because you're processing through the heartbreak, and you're processing through, oh my goodness, you're processing through that kind of mental anguish. The 5 of Swords can also be like putting your swords down or choosing your battles like after, you know, the nonsense. But that's why you're stuck, right? The Hanged Man is a card of being stuck. You're being asked to process through this, to maybe take some time to be stuck. Why are we stuck? Why are we in the Hanged Man? It's because we're stuck there for a reason. We have some work to do. I love that it's a cocoon in this deck, because what happens to a caterpillar when it crawls into a cocoon? It turns into mush, and then it comes out a butterfly. You need to turn into mush first, Scorpio. You need to work through all those knives that were thrown at you. If we want this 9 of Cups, we want this paradise, You need to work through the heartbreak and through the self-deprecation and through these swords is like the mental space, right? You need to work through that in your moment of pause in the Hanged Man so you can come out a beautiful butterfly. Something else you might also be working on is the Four of Cups in 2023. It is the card of glass half empty instead of glass half full, right? You kind of see, you're seeing the glass half empty Scorpio, which is just a very Scorpio thing, but you know, it's because of this, right? And you need a little flip in perspective. That also is what the Hangman signifies. You need to flip yourself a little bit, Scorpios. Flip it from glass half empty to glass half full. Traditionally, the Four of Cups is depicted as a person like sitting under a tree with their arms crossed over their chest, like looking at these 3 cups that were spilt. These 3 cups that just do not serve them anymore. And they're like, I'm over this. I hate this. I hate it. When right behind them, the universe is literally like handing you a cup from the heavens. Like there's a cup outstretched from the heavens. That's what you need to focus on instead of those spilt cups, right? What did we say about the 5 of Cups? That was at the bottom of the deck. That was the first card that we had for 2022. We got to move on. We got to start seeing things maybe glass half full instead of glass half empty. Stop picking off your own legs. Stop focusing on the heartbreak. I know it was hard, but we got to work on that. We want that 9 of Cups. We also want this 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. We want this. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. This is long-term abundance. That Father of Pentacles that it was at the bottom of the deck at the beginning of this 2023 reading. Effortless abundance, generational abundance, abundance for you and your family. How are we going to get there, right? How are we going to get there knowing that we have the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Cups to process through? This is how. Mother of Swords, feminine air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Ice Queen, right? She's not afraid to cut people off. She's not afraid to set boundaries. Need to set some boundaries, my little Scorpios. I feel like Scorpios get such a bad rep. I love Scorpios. Secretly, you're softies. On the inside, you might have that cold out, or like outside, external, sweet, soft, internal. But you need to cut maybe some people out, set some boundaries. And Father of Wands is that masculine fire energy, the King of Wands. Look at that. That's lightning. That is lightning. You need to be passionate. You need to be unstoppable is kind of what I'm hearing. You need to be passionate about getting to this. If you want, right, we had the star, that was what was keeping us going in 2022, was that hope, that light at the end of the tunnel. This is how you're going to chase that light at the end of the tunnel, by being passionate, by being like lightning. What was I watching? I was watching The Witcher, and I was rewatching it. And if you guys have seen The Witcher, when Yennefer is like training to become a mage or whatever, and they have them do that thing where they're catching lightning in a bottle, and I think what's her face, the main witch mage lady, says like, lightning is like the ultimate expression of magic, of chaos, of power. You know, it is, I mean, lightning is insane. That's kind of where you need to be, is powerful, passionate, like lightning. Like you just go for it. You're not afraid to cut those people off and set those boundaries. Not in a mean way, not in a hateful way, not in a rude way, but in a passionate way, in a I know what I want type of way, and I'm going to go for it type of way. Okay, so what else does Scorpio need to hear as we go into 2023? A couple oracle cards just to clarify. What does Scorpio need to hear? All right, so, I mean, I could sense the abundance off this reading from a million miles away. Money, 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 bitch. Slot machine. Hitting the jackpot is what I'm hearing. Again, it's kind of like this energy, right? Like, I was going to say when I was talking about lightning, like, I don't know if I said it. Lightning never strikes the same place twice, right? Just like slot machines, it's kind of randomized. It doesn't really happen twice a lot on the same machine, but you're going to kind of strike gold is what I'm hearing if you can follow that passion, follow that Father of Wands energy, follow that Mother of Swords energy. This is the second time a Ouija board has come up in this reading. This says the veil is thin. 2 Ouija boards here, one on the star, one on this card. I think you might need to tap into your possibly ancestors, tap into kind of your spiritual nature, Scorpio. The veil between worlds is thin. You might be having some dreams, but you know, I think it's just kind of a reminder that the veil is thin. You do have a spirit team guiding you. You have, it might not even be, it could be ancestors, could not be. It's just like spirit guides. They're there rooting you on, but really tapping into your spiritual self, Scorpio, and maybe you want to work with that energy. I don't know. I have a Ouija board. I use it sometimes, but you have kind of, I'm just hearing like a support squad behind you that you might not even see, that you might not even know is there. Also, it could have to do with someone who is passed. I have death as the healing here. Again, 2 Ouija boards. Maybe it was someone who is past is kind of watching over you, but death is the healing. Again, where'd that star go? Light at the end of the tunnel. Light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe the message of the Ouija board here is that kind of, you know, you have to die, Scorpio, not in a literal sense. The card of Scorpio is the death card in the tarot. You have to have that death and rebirth maybe to see that light at the end of the tunnel. You got to go through that dark night of the soul to come out the other end. Death is the healing. Let something die. You can still, I think that maybe be what the Ouija board's kind of trying to say here is like, you know, maybe that thing died, that thing kind of went to the other side of the veil. You can still remember it, you can still cherish it, but it just no longer serves you and it needs to die. It needs to be put behind that veil so you can move on into the star. You can move on into that hope, move on into that light at the end of the tunnel. And again, hit that jackpot, right? Hit that jackpot. So I'm excited for you, Scorpio. I really like this reading. That is all I have for you, my lovelies. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. We do live readings in my YouTube membership, so if you enjoyed this, you can hit that join button. We also do live yoga, live new moon and full moon workshops, challenges. There's a tarot challenge if you want to learn about tarot. There's yoga challenges, so much stuff. I have retreats. We're going to Salem Joshua Tree in Ireland in the new year. I have a group coaching program, Nourish Your Life, which is open for registration right now. If you want some support moving forward into 2023, I have courses. I have everything. I'll put all my offerings in the description box below. But Scorpio, hope you have a wonderful, safe, happy, healthy new year, and I'll see you next time.